Hello YouTube, and welcome back to more Blossom Tales. This is part 16. Last time, we got the Ghost Potion. This time, we're going to use it to get into the Ghost Village and continue our quest to find the third dungeon in the game. This is my second time recording this part. I'll explain later. Bottoms up. Oh my gosh, I just saw you die. That was quite the spectacle. But don't panic, death is just a part of life, or so they say. Please come in. You no longer be with us. Yeah, whatever. So, yeah, we're inside. Everything is sorted. This potion actually wears off quite quickly. So, yeah, it seems somewhat arbitrary that you actually even need to use this potion in the first place. See? And no matter who you talk to, they don't throw you out, which feels a little bit strange. Because when I was doing this in the actual video, I felt like this should be some sort of stealth mission. Over here, there's a bunny rabbit. I recently learned if you leave an offering at all the rabbits in the area, you do get a reward. It's either a stamina upgrade or a health upgrade. There are 6 of these in this area. More money. Yeah, so what happened? Well, I tried sorting this video out a few weeks back, and it just refused to render. The rendering software just crashed. Then I tried playing the video file. That crashed. So that was worrying because I need the video file. If the voiceover file is broken, that's not a big... Yeah, if the voiceover file is broken, that's not a big deal. But if the video file is broken, that's a big deal. Anyway, this is the building that you need to interact with in order to complete the story. I'm going to buy some stuff here because I have the money. So, some stamina, which extends my stamina bar. Next, I'm going to get this heart piece. So we've now got half a heart assembled. And another bottle, which out of the 3 is probably the second most useful. Let's just go outside, inside, nope. So the shop is empty. They were the only 3 items that were available to us. I was expecting some more generic ones afterwards. Anyway, these 2 characters go down. So yeah, these 2 characters. These are the 2 that you need to interact with in order to complete the quest. So you talk to this one first. He'll give you some notes. So it's left, left, right, left. It's the new song for your musical instrument. And once you play that... what's going on? Yawn! Oh, sorry, I was so tired after my long journey, I didn't realise I was on your bed. Get off my heart, please. Oh, good. It's still in tune. Thanks for your help. Please come to my cemetery to perform... Yeah, so that is what gives you a next objective for the actual game itself. So you can pretty much skip everything else in the village as long as you interact with this house, those 2 characters, and I strongly recommend, obviously, purchasing stuff if you've got the spare money. But money's not hard to come by in this game. Anyway, what have I been playing lately? Luna Silver Star Story. Complete for the Nintendo Switch. It's, I'm enjoying it. It's definitely a massive upgrade over the Game Boy Advance version I played. These guys, they want a dragon potion. I don't have the ingredients, and they didn't even give me a list of ingredients to actually make this dragon heart potion. So I don't know what I am actually supposed to do here in order to save this zombie character. I believe later in the video I did try and go back to the witch's hut to try and get some sort of answer. Or it might be in a later video where I attempted this. Point is, right now, don't know what to do with this. I'm gonna say side quest. I'll go with side quest. In this video, I was quite diligent checking every house in the village just to make sure I didn't miss anything. But yeah. What else been playing lately? Dragon Quest 1 through the HD remaster. It's definitely hard. I knew this game was hard, and it's definitely living up to its reputation because you've only got one character, and you have to pretty much make every turn count. I'm not the biggest fan of single player, single character RPGs. In here, there's a cauldron where you can brew as many potions as you feel like. Definitely very useful, considering, well, the next dungeon is a pain. There's a picture of a vampire on the wall. That is very ominous because the for two reasons. One, it looks like the Count from Sesame Street, and two, well, it looks like he's watching us. And there's another reason why it's ominous, but I can't explain why, because spoilers. But yeah. Anyway, so, let's continue. Excuse me. I am still suffering from a cough and a cold. So, yeah. These froggies aren't really that dangerous. Go down relatively easy. This is a puzzle which I think I do know the answer to. In the video I failed it multiple times, but you've got to push the 4 blocks with the blue squares onto the blue crosses. There is a very specific and precise order which you must do this in. Otherwise, you'll fail. This one I'm pushing right now is the easiest one. In this video, I failed, and I left it till later. I do know the answers, so in a later video, hopefully I'll remember to come back to this. So, yeah. There's only one correct way to do this puzzle. And in this video, I didn't spot the solution, so I screwed up a lot of times. I'm hoping the reward is worth it once I get back to this puzzle. So, yeah. What else have I been doing lately? I completed a real survival run on Resident Evil remake. Got the trophy. It was very difficult. I will never be doing this again. I did not enjoy this playthrough. I am the sort of guy who likes a challenge, but yeah. This really made me appreciate auto-aim and how the boxes always connect together. Because that's how the game normally works. Also, the enemies definitely had more health, and I struggled a lot. Anyway, come back to that later. There's a lot of mushrooms in this area. If you're not careful, if they get you in a corner, they can combo you into the corner and do quite a lot of damage to you. So, be careful of that. Anyway, let's lower this ladder. Now we can backtrack a lot easier. These are the fruits that you need to offer the bunny statues. Again, easy to find. These ghostly samurais are kind of annoying, but not too difficult. That cave there we can't do yet. We need a... I feel like we haven't got the items to get through that. Anyway, if you go up here and you use this song that you just got, the aria of the morning, you can wake up the owl. Left, left, right, left. What a dream. I must have dozed off, waiting for the girl who made the wish. Oh, it's you. Did you awaken me? I might have slept for another decade. Psst. Sis, remind you of anyone? Teehee, yeah. ... Young one, your wish has brought our world great trouble, but fret not. Perhaps through you, the Minotaur King can finally be stopped for good. I was there, you know, where it all began, when the Minotaur King was Prince. I was much younger owl then, yet I was wise enough to serve as a Queen's Camelia's counselor. Sweet and selfish, the kingdom loved her. Oh, selfless, but that only fueled the prince's brothers. Yeah. The jealous prince made a deal for the power. Yeah, I can't read this fast, but upon receiving his power, the prince changed to reflect his bullheadedness and anger. He assembled a great army that throughout the land like a darkness, just as all hoped seemed lost, and unlike the alliance, this army of elves, humans, and trolls took the Minotaur King forces by surprise. Defeated the Minotaur Kings, retired to the mysterious labyrinth of the ancient origin. A key was made and broken apart to make sure that no one would. There he remained, waiting for a sibling to repeat his wish never to see the sibling again. You are the one key piece away, Wishmaker. See the great mansion in these lands. Yeah. So it's just directing us to the next dungeon where we can get our who take this tried and true. Yeah, so this is a new weapon for us. Good luck on your quest. The boomerang. It's rather useful. If you know what you're doing, you can hit the same enemy 3 times in a row. No, I'm not joking. But timing, angle, and yeah, timing and angle is key here. So throw it, hit them once, and as it spins, they'll hit them again, and then on the back spin, it should hit them. It can hit them up. See, yeah, you can hit them. If you can do it right, most time you'll hit the enemy twice. So you throw it once, and then you hit, on the back spin, you hit them again. And depending on how you arc it, you can probably hit other enemies on the way. It's a very useful tool. Anyway, I'm going to head south and go check on the trading quest, I believe. I did want to continue the story, but I need to do more trading quest, okay? I think I have enough items to progress with that now. Excuse me. Anyway. So let's head south and then back to the desert. I still haven't found the final bone to finish the bone collecting side quest. I know there's a reward for it. There always is for stuff like that. I believe I probably have to look up a guide and go through them one by one. Anyway, so let's keep going. It's to the north. Aha. So yeah, first trade, get some crystals. I'm not even so sure what these are for. I've got quite a lot of them. Anyway, next trade is for a heart piece. That gives us 3/4. And this one we can't do because we need flowers. And I believe we haven't even come across any of these flowers yet. So, yeah, we're nowhere near ready for that. I do like this music. I've already done this part. I don't know why I went in there in the first place. But, yeah. Anyway, let's hop down here. And now head back to the woods, because there's nothing else we can do here. Excuse me. Anyway. So we're now back in the woods. The next dungeon, I do recommend you bring as many potions as you can, because it's definitely very challenging. Anyway, let's call our horse. Right. Down, 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 right. Here is Zelda. Off we go. So now we need to head to the top right. I believe there's only one way to get to this as of now. But it doesn't hurt to be diligent when you're exploring these sort of games. Because sometimes you may have just missed an entrance or an exit. To the right is the correct way. Nothing else here. There's another fast travel point just in front of her. That's really helpful. Now we're gonna head south. More bloody mushrooms. This is the part where you can easily get overwhelmed because there's so many of them. Anyway, over here's the final bunny rabbit statue. Let's quickly take out these mushrooms and make an offering. And That's enough to get us another health heart container. Yeah, so this puzzle just revolves around hitting the peg. Hitting the switches to move the pegs. The best way to do this is with bombs and also the boomerang. This ladder, best to knock it down so you can access the witch's hut. This was me trying to find the dragon heart potion. All she said it's not easy being a witch, and she's researching USPs, and we can use the cauldron anytime we want. So yeah, that didn't do anything. I was really hoping that I would get a potion recipe or or just some sort of clue to help the zombie, but I guess not. And maybe later game I'll have to do that, or maybe it's just purely optional and I'm reading into stuff that I don't really need to do yet. Anyway, so yeah, this is me trying to do that, but there's no way you're fast enough, even with the bombs, so that's going to be a later thing. I believe the item that we get in the dungeon helps solve a lot of these outdoor puzzles. I do know what the item is, but I'm not going to spoil it. It's quite an interesting one. It's not one that I expected, but it does make sense once you get it. It just wasn't what I was expecting. Anyway, the ghosts will chase you. They are rather annoying. Right, let's head up. And then more. There's plenty of mushrooms here, so if you need mushrooms, this area is well stocked. That way. And here we have as Lily got close to the mansion, she got what got louder, Grandpa? A haunting howls of groans and spine-chilling shrieks. Think of the grim, creepy mansion. It's scary. Wait until you see the monsters trapped inside. Knock, knock. No, Lily. Who's gonna answer, Grandpa? Do you mean, kids, that knocking didn't come from Lily? It came from inside the house. So yeah, this is a lot of bats. A lot of bats. So yeah, this is a very spooky mansion. Anyway, let's explore for a little while. So we can't go to the right. Enemies that I remember, there's a lot of books, a lot of ghosts and Grim Reapers, zombies and Yeah. And you'll see more of these vampire posters, portraits on the wall, which is quite ominous. Don't forget about your lantern. It'll help you with the ghosts. Now, if you move the statues onto their corresponding squares, not that one, a door will open. So yeah, one statue onto both brown things. You should be fine. This can be kind of tricky because you got the enemies attacking you. Try and take them out first. Although I think the books sort of infinitely respawn, which can be a hassle. Got these slimy alien things again. Alien slug creatures. These aren't much of a challenge because they're limited maneuverability and they get stuck behind objects quite easy. This one's got stuck. Even when they separate the little ones, they're not much of a hassle. This is the main puzzle of the dungeon. You walk over these panels and you have to match them up. Get it wrong, spiders will appear. The item, it's all randomized, so if you leave the room, you'll have to do it again, and you can't just cheese it. So, anyway, so that completes that puzzle, and this is your first key of the dungeon. This puzzle you will do a lot of times, and it'll be more complicated as you go through the dungeon. There is another puzzle in the dungeon, which will reoccur. It's very similar to Zelda Minish Cap. You'll see in later parts. Anyway, I'm going to bring this video to a close now because I feel like I've lingered long enough and I've fixed all the problems. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and hopefully next time I will not have to post commentate. Anyway, see you in the next video. Bye!